All right, Mike, here we go. So Jesse and Festus officially debut on October 26th on ECW. Guess what? They did that in real life, so we're going to keep it that way, too.
Okay.
And much like what they did in real life, they're going to have their first match against Elijah Burke and Nunzio, and they win.
Oh, God.
And that was a weird tag team. That was the first win. I know, very weird.
Yeah.
WWE ECW was very weird at the time. From there on, they go on a 6-match winning streak, by the way. They do so well on WWE ECW that they go on to a tag team battle royal on SmackDown to be the number one contenders for the WWE Tag Team Championships. At the time, they were the WWE ones. The Raw was the World Tag Team. And in that battle royal, it's going to be the same exact teams. Deuce and Domino, the Major Brothers, Shannon Moore and Jimmy Wang Yang, and Drew McIntyre and Dave Taylor. That was the actual battle royal.
Oh, God.
But this time, by the way, Deuce and Domino won in real life. But here, they win. And they will go up against The Miz and John Morrison for the WWE Tag Team Championships at Survivor Series. Leading up to Survivor Series, The Miz and Morrison mock Festus with the bell. You know how the bell changes and whatever, too. So at Survivor Series, after the bell rings, Jesse and Festus dominate Miz and Morrison. Mainly Festus, since he never tagged in Jesse. However, The Miz uses a fake bell sound while the referee's down to change Festus back to his normal self. Good old bastard heel, right? Hits him with the skull-crushing finale to win and retain. Sad, right? Next week, Teddy Long, who was a SmackDown GM at the time, announces there will be a rematch with a second referee nearby, so the situation will not happen again. And no, don't worry, no Undertaker is going to be involved in this at all. Someone else might be involved. We're going to wait and see for that one this time around. But this time around with 2 referees, it works because Jesse and Festus are your new WWE Tag Team Champions.
Yay.
Right, thank you for the clap. Okay. For the next few weeks, they defend their titles, but are now set to defend their titles against the Major Brothers at Armageddon. Why the Major Brothers? We'll get to that. The Major Brothers end up winning the title, in part to Edge helping them out. La Familia.
Yes.
Post-match, Edge breaks the bell, and the bell, you know how the bell helps Festus change back to normal? Since the bell is broken, Festus stays exactly how he is in the ring, goes crazy. And whatever, and eventually turns on Jesse, injuring him and keeping him out of action. So Festus is now solo, but he's crazy now because the bell's no longer available and yada yada. During his heel run, Festus goes on a tear, going undefeated and qualifies for the Royal Rumble. Right? So for the Royal Rumble, Chavo Guerrero and Funaki are at 1 and 2. I just threw 2 names out there. Familiar.
Is it Funaki or Kung Funaki?
It's regular Funaki, is SmackDown's #1 ring announcer, by the way.
Okay.
Festus enters at number 3 and eliminates Chavo and Funaki right away. Michael Nakazawa comes
God! So he's appearing in 2? Oh.
He was probably like 16.
Michael Nakazawa comes in at 4, and Festus takes him out in 0.2 seconds, breaking the record for shortest time in the Royal Rumble because Santino's didn't happen yet. I just had to throw that out there. That's my one Michael Nakazawa reference, and that's it for the rest of the night. The Rumble continues when Festus completely dominates because, remember, he's crazy now. The whole thing. But guess who comes in at number 30?
Jesse.
Biscuits and gravy. Jesse returns to a huge pop. Festus and Jesse are the final 2. But after a 12-minute bout, Festus eliminates Jesse. Festus wins the Rumble and immediately says he will face Edge at WrestleMania. All that stuff, too. All that, and because obviously the Edge, the belt thing, and all that stuff, too. Next week on SmackDown, Jesse comes out and talks about coming back and saying that he misses his good old buddy. But then Festus comes out and attacks Jesse. Sad. The following week on SmackDown, Teddy Long says Edge first needs to defend his World Heavyweight Championship in an Elimination Chamber match at No Way Out. The qualifiers are, in this, Edge, obviously, Chris Jericho, CM Punk, the Great Khali, and Big Daddy V. Why? Because I just threw those 2 names out there. And lastly, Jesse, who qualified for it, too.
Okay.
Jesse says the night of No Way Out, by the way, it's No Way Out, not Elimination Chamber, because that's how it should be. Yeah. Jesse says before the match that the odds are against him, but he knows that Festus is on the back of his mind, and says that he has, from the insurance money that he got from WWE for getting injured, that he has some backup just in case things go wrong in the chamber. Ties into something else, too. Heading into the chamber, Jesse and Edge are the final 2. I'm not going to go into details about how the chamber happens, whatever. You picture it out. CM Punk eliminates Big Daddy V. You can, whatever. Maybe Big Daddy V eliminates CM Punk. Mike goes on a rant about that on the Four Corners back in 2009. Jesse and Edge are the final 2. Jesse looks to have the win, but Festus comes out and opens the cage like a madman. Just imagine crazy Festus opening an elimination chamber door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Opens and attacks Jesse. Not long after, Crime Time makes an appearance to help out Jesse. Because remember what happened? Yeah, the Great Khali. Yeah, I know. I'm going to get canceled for that too. Remember Mike, Slam Master Jay with Crime Time?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's his alliance now. He paid Crime Time to help him out because just in case if things go wrong to help out Festus too. But Edge, it's too late because Edge retains the title. Teddy Long feels for Jesse and gives him one more chance to be inserted into the title picture, but it will be tough since Vicky Guerrero, who's also part of the general board of SmackDown, whatever, has plans for the match as well. Jesse must compete in a gauntlet match against the likes of Bam Neely, Chavo, Kurt Hawkins, and Zack Ryder. Why?
La Familia.
You see where I'm going with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, she does agree, because she has a soft spot, that Edge will not be allowed at ringside. However, she can't promise that Festus will make an appearance, so Crime Time are at ringside at all times, just in case during the match. Long story short, Jesse wins and is inserted into the match against Edge and Festus. Right now, here we are. Now it's Edge versus Festus versus Jesse. Now I know you said one-on-one. Did you say one-on-one? I don't know.
I didn't say one-on-one. I just
I added Edge because I figured, you know what? Why not? I feel like that could somewhat work too. The WrestleMania main event begins. Yes, Jesse and Festus versus Edge for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. Never thought I'd say those words. The match actually goes really well and has the advantage so far. Edge is taken out, and Festus and Jesse are left standing in the ring, staring at each other. You think something's going to happen, right? Nope. Festus brutally attacks him and leaves him bloodied on the floor, right? Because, he's still crazy and all that stuff, too. Just as Festus goes for the pin, Jesse gets a bag from Crime Time. Crime Time came down. They found the item that was in a bag, gave it to Jesse. And guess what it was? Guess what Jesse took out of the bag?
A bell.
The exact bell that Edge broke, and it's all fixed, right? He didn't, but he doesn't ring it. Festus then looks at the bell, looks at Jesse, and realizes what he's done, and breaks down and apologizes to his buddy. And knows that they've been best friends for a long time. Sorry that he gets like this too. And as the hug embraces Jesse, turns on Festus and low blows him, hits the finisher on Edge, and wins the World Heavyweight Championship. That's how you.